Well, here we are bringing in the clouds. We're at the start of an unsettled pattern that's going to take us right through the, middle portion of the week. So we're almost there. We have temperatures that are in the 70s. We even have the upper 60s in Westerly and also out to Block Island. 73 is what we've got here downtown. And in terms of mugginess, not here, not now. But wait a day, because we're going to be getting into some as we go from Wednesday into Thursday. And that all comes as a front will be moving through southern New England, giving us an increase in that muggy factor, so the humidity is going to be ratcheting up. Taking a look at our satellite radar situation, sure, we've got clouds, but not precipitation. To find that, you've got to look well to our west and northwest. This is the front I was telling you about, and as it nears southern New England, we're going to see clouds thicken up. That'll be our process as we go through tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be getting into this steadier precipitation. But before we get to the steady stuff, we've got these showers. So there is a chance that we could develop those showers as soon as we get to, say, the noon hour, but the real steady stuff is expected much later on. So if you have plans for the first part of the day, we're looking at just building in clouds. And then we get into the afternoon, and that's when the steadier and heavier stuff arrives. So the morning commute is not expected to be impacted by this front, but the late commute surely will be. It will continue to move on through with its precipitation, and that's how we'll likely start early Thursday as well, before we finally do some clearing for Thursday afternoon. With all that said, our rain chances go a little like this. It's that front that's going to occupy us for Wednesday and Thursday. We are expecting rain to be with us for, again, Wednesday afternoon, overnight into Thursday morning. Friday and Saturday, no, we're looking at dry conditions. But late Sunday, we're going to be bringing in another front that will likely be another chance to grab at some precipitation. And frankly, we could use every drop. We're starting to get abnormally dry conditions in southern New England, according to our drought tracker. So we're watching the tropics. We've got a Category 2 hurricane on our hands. This is Erin. At one time was a Category 5. Now it's at a 2. And it is expected to roll up the eastern seaboard. So our progress has it about here on Thursday, about 2 a.m. It's going to make its closest approach to us in southern New England about 2 a.m. on Friday, and then it will continue on its way towards the northeast. So it's going to be about 400 miles offshore, but it's still going to have an impact on us locally in terms of wave heights. We bring up the wave heights, of course, that brings in a lot of other stuff that goes with it. Minor coastal flooding and splashover, although that's mainly for the Massachusetts islands. It also brings up the chop, the surf, and does lead to an elevated risk of rip currents. So through Thursday night, through 8 p.m. Thursday night, we have this. The high surf advisory, we also have the small craft advisory. That will likely be upgraded, by the way. In terms of the high surf advisory, we're expecting waves to build to a range of 6 to 10 feet locally, and that is enough for life-threatening swim and surf conditions. Also will lead to some localized beach erosion out there as well. So our rip current risk as we go to Wednesday is going to be high. So it's not going to be the kind of conditions to swim in. We're looking at waves that should build tomorrow to 5 to 7 feet, again on their way to 6 to 10. So it's going to get interesting in coastal areas. Definitely from this point on, no swimming, really. We do have better conditions for next week. Temperatures will go back up to more seasonable levels, with topping out in the 80s for both Saturday and for Sunday. John?
Thank you, Kelly.